Hi everyone. Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh, it's my turn to say welcome.
You said it. Welcome. Good job.
Thanks. Told me it was my turn. Okay, guys, concept number 9. This is the final of the concepts that we'll be covering in stage 1. It's the final of the concepts. We just cover them in different stages next, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is it. 9 concepts. Up, up, and always. What is your super identity? And then there are other ways to call this one, like the universal lens or always and all ways, which is a song. I didn't know that. Okay, anyway. Okay, putting this all together. The final concept is to focus on the unconditional level of peak experience. Over time, the hero will prove for themselves that there is never a benefit to anyone by the hero dropping down from peak experience. We have touched on this in the various concepts, so now we are prepared to address it directly.
Self-lish-ness. And we don't explain what self-lish-ness is here. But we will later.
But we will.
By being the best version of themselves possible, the hero will have the greatest influence for doing good in the world. Traditional views of self-sacrifice that engender suffering on the part of the giver assume that there is a benefit to suffering. Using up to address the same circumstances rather than feeling suffering will accomplish greater good in a more sustainable fashion.
We could delve into any area of life and see the increase in good accomplished by an up person rather than by a suffering one. Ultimately, there is an overwhelming advantage of being up.
Congratulations, you have now completed stage 1, the guide overview.
Woohoo! Congratulations, that's where we stop.
Good
Okay.
job.
Wow, way to make it. Sticking with it. Woo!
Awesome. Woo!
Nice. All right, so we are going to come back.
Can I tell them what selfishness is?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Do it.
So selfishness is a word that we made up that means something. And maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I didn't want this one to be a really long one. But if I
how
talk
long is
about it.
Yeah? You got time. Go
Okay.
for it. Go for it.
Okay.
All right.
So there is this idea that doing something that's selfless is good and doing something that's selfish is bad. And it's in the definitions of the word, so that's why we understand where the idea comes from. Selfish. But then there's this idea, this is the part that's like the idea. I'm slap happy. I don't know if I can tell this one. Can you tell it?
All right. Okay. Because you're slap happy.
I'm just like, my cheeks are rosy.
Okay.
I'm a little too warm. We've just recorded anyway, a lot, 10 of them.
All right. So okay, I'll do my best and you tell me. You critique me.
I'll critique you.
Thank you. Okay, so a lot of things are, if they're considered to be selfish, and if selfish is bad, then doing those things is bad. And if it's considered selfless, which we consider good, then doing something that's more selfless is considered doing something that's good. So that can get, what happens is, if we think that being selfless means we have to suffer or not enjoy what we're doing. So in order for me to selflessly help someone else, it has to be something I don't enjoy doing. It's a sacrifice. I would rather not do it. When I view it that way, then I end up not really in a sustainable way. It's kind of like I have to tear myself down a little bit in order to do something for someone else. So my availability to do things for other people and the energy and the perspective that I bring to it is lower when I do it that way. So it's actually taking, if you view it from the person who's going to receive my help, they receive less from me when I view it and do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So the traditional view of selfless means you give less self to others. That was fun. So then, how am I doing so far?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay. So then these selfish, talking about so if you're thinking of it as just trying to get something for me and not caring how it affects other people, that's that self-centered, selfish. That's where it gets the bad rap, right? But if we're thinking of it like even the person doing something for other people to be selfless, there is at some point when you drill down, there's at some core level something in it for us, always something in it for us. Because if I'm doing it to feel like I'm a selfless person, it's because I want to feel I get a benefit out of it. I feel good about what I'm doing. Even if they don't give me anything in return, if I feel good about what I'm doing for someone else, it's actually giving me something out of it. Okay, so if you think of it as there's nothing that is inherently selfless, because there's always something I get out of it, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's good that I get something good out of it, because then it sustains me to do more and more and more and more.
Yes.
So then you're combining them. Self-lish-ness is that we focus on our capacity, building our capacity, feeling the good, mastering the up, so that we can give more of ourselves to others.
Yeah.
How'd I do?
That's awesome. I just knew I would get there. I just might have taken them on the windy route to get there. And I was like, he's really good at the direct route.
Sometimes I'm too direct, so we make a great team.
We make a great team.
Sometimes I'm like, and I skip all the ooey gooey nice things that can make it, can make it more tasty.
More tasty.
Okay. So we will talk starting tomorrow, about what stage 2 is.
Stage 2,
so tune in tomorrow. We will introduce stage 2.